Long down the right side. Caught. Touchdown, Washington State.
Booby. He is there. Booby.
McChesney, long three.
What a catch by Phillip Bobo.
The Palusa's going to pop.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fieldhouse Report. We are so excited to bring back a very special guest that has already been on the show with us, none other than Glenn O, who has some exciting news to share with all of us. Take it over, Glenn O.
Thank you, Darren and Drew. I'm happy to be back, and I'm jacked up. I got to tell you, I'm excited. We have hit 1,000 new donors to the Cougar Athletic Fund in just about 4.5 months, which is the best new donor campaign in at least the last 20 years, if not longer than that. So we have smashed previous records and attempts. We got 1,000 new donors to the Cougar Athletic Fund. Gary Scheinmiller and I are writing our checks as we speak. So an additional $250,000 will be going into the Cougar Athletic Fund. And the first thing I want to do is I want to thank those 1,000 Cougs that stepped up and became new donors to the Cougar Athletic Fund. It really is a testament to Cougar pride, to grit, and getting out of the gate in the next chapter. We've talked about the next chapter, and that's where we are, and we're moving forward. And this is just the first step in this process, because we are going to continue to grow, we're going to continue to gain, and the sky's the limit. We've got 245,000 alumni, and all we need is about 5% of those to donate to the Cougar Athletic Fund and the Cougar Collective, and we are going to be at the top of the mountain. And that's where we belong. The other thing I want to say is I want to thank all of the current donors and season ticket holders who have stayed in the game for all these years. There are a tremendous number of Cougs out there through highs and lows, stayed steady, stayed steadfast. They continued to go to games. They continued to buy their tickets. They continued to donate. And thank you. Thank you so much for doing that, because we have to have you. The third piece of this is that the fiscal year ends on June 30th, and we still have a fair number of Cougar Athletic Fund members that need to renew before that deadline. 1,000 new donors is great, but if we can't keep the current donor base in place, our ability to grow is not as strong. So those are the three components that have to happen in order to make this go, and we're off to the races.
I love it. I feel like we got to sing the fight song or something after hearing that news. That is just fantastic stuff. And we were talking a little bit before we got on here, just how great it is for this to just come organically from the fans. And obviously you and Gary have just been tremendous advocates throughout this whole process and setting up this whole program. But usually a campaign like this is associated with success that's already happening on the court or on the field. This is really special because it's just come organically from Cougs that care, and they say enough is enough. We're gonna change the trajectory of this thing.
Well, it's a really good point, because quite frankly, our intention on this was the next chapter. We know where we're at. We're in the new Pac-12. We know our opponents. We know what the game is going to be, and we have a chance to dominate. We have a chance to dominate in the new Pac-12. And so there's no reason for us to take a back seat to anybody. We have the resources. We have the alumni base to do it. And the other thing I really have to say is this. Everything is a team effort, and everything takes an army in order to get it done. And I want to thank Adam Ganders, who works in fundraising for Cougar Athletics. I want to thank Brandy Finch, who is in charge of the Cougar Athletic Fund. And probably most importantly, I want to thank her team. Her team has been relentless in helping us get new donors. This just doesn't happen through marketing and social media. These people in her department are on the phone, they're calling, they're making the pitch, they're hustling, they're working, they're emailing, and they're getting after it. And that's what it takes. And so this team that they've assembled over there is really good. It's really good in the Cougar Athletic Fund. And it has to be in order for us to continue to grow, because there's a lot of things that have to happen once you become a donor. So my hat's off to them. The other person that I have to thank is our good friend Greg Witter at CougFan.com. You're not going to find a more loyal Coug out there, and he helped us with the marketing, with the messaging, with the writing. He is just unbelievably great Coug. And I'm going to make a plug. If you're not a subscriber to CougFan.com, you need to get on it. Because if you want to know what's going on in WSU athletics, that's the place to go.
Absolutely. Wazoo Shakespeare, I think is his nickname, Greg Witters. At least that's what I think it should be, because that man's has a way with words, to say the least.
He's probably the best writer I've ever met in my life. And he does it in 20 minutes. I couldn't do anything close in 2 weeks. The guy is absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
And, so let's sum it up. Here's the reality of it. 245,000 alumni, many of which are wealthy, who are passionate and loyal. And we got to get them all in the game. We got to get all the Cougs in the game. And they've got to donate to the Cougar Athletic Fund, and they've got to donate to the Cougar Collective. Those are the two buckets that are essential right now for us to compete at the highest level. Cougar Athletic Fund and Cougar Collective. If athletics is not your thing, I get it, then join the Alumni Association. Donate to the College of Business. Donate to Murrow. Donate to Vet Med or the medical school. But Cougs, it's time. Everybody's got to get in the game.
Yeah. I think Cougs need to recognize the opportunity that we have here. We talked about it before, but while it's been a rough couple of years, the opportunity that lies ahead for us to not just compete in the new conference, but own the new conference, to be the leader of the new pack. That's the opportunity at hand. And I think this is a great way to kick that off.
He's absolutely right. I agree with what you said, Glenn, and certainly echoing exactly what Drew just said. There's no reason that we can't be the champs year in and year out, the way that the likes of USC may have been in the conference, Pac-12 as it was before for football for so many years, or obviously, and basketball, maybe the likes of UCLA or Arizona. There's no reason why we can't compete and win in every sport.
Yep.
In every sport, not just football, but every sport.
You're exactly right, because if you look at the numbers in the new conference, Washington State has the largest endowment. Washington State raises more money on an annual basis than any other institution. Oregon State had a big year last year because they had a one-time $50 million gift. But if you look at it over time, annually, we raise more money as an institution than all of our competition. And let's face it, we are sitting on one of the best economies in the country. Greater Puget Sound is flourishing. And we have thousands and thousands of Cougs sitting in Greater Puget Sound at major corporations that are very wealthy. And I'm asking all of those people to participate in our effort. We need them to take leadership and show the rest of the Cougs that they're getting in the game, and then everybody follows suit.
I love it. I love it. I'm ecstatic for this upcoming sports season, not just football, but all the other sports, because of the fact that this campaign is happening and Cougs are stepping up regardless of the success on the field. It's awesome to see.
And one last point, Drew, is simply this. I can't share all the details. There's still some work in progress and things happening, but this fall, the Palouse is going to be rocking. So you better get your hotels. You better get your tickets to the game, because it's going to be the place to be in the fall.
Let's party, baby. I can't wait.
Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Well, I just want to take a second before we jump off. On behalf of Cougar Nation, we just want to thank you for all your hard work. Glenn, you and Gary both, you guys are doing something and tackling something that's been an issue for a long time. So we just really appreciate you spearheading this thing, connecting all the dots, and really leading Cougar Nation in these times.
Well, I want to say thank you. I mentioned this on Coug Fan message board. I'll help provide the leadership. I'll help provide the vision. I will help provide the mission, but it takes a team. It takes an arsenal to get this done, and it takes all of us getting in the game. And the beauty of it is, I know Cougs, and I know Cougs will step up and get in the game. It's just how they roll. So my job is to outline the goal and the vision and help get the message out with everybody else, and we'll get it. So this is only step one. We're just getting started.
Well, thanks again, Glenn, for just getting a chance to announce this super exciting news. We can't wait to hear what you have cooked up next, and we can't wait to see all of Coug Nation this fall to celebrate. Go Cougs!
Thank you so much, and there's a lot of good stuff still to come. So stay tuned, Cougs. Go Cougs. Thanks, you guys.
Go Cougs.